What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel. Romario is back, Mr. Meta Man himself. Is he worth it, the new double booster Romario? Let's find out. So we did spin for Romario and we got him in our first 10 pack. So straight away I was like, Romario and me are going to get on. He's probably been my most consistent, best goal a game striker since eFootball 2022 when I got him in his original card. And the latest card that we had was just unbelievable. We'll get a look at him in a second. But Romario is just super fun, man. He can shoot on both feet. He's super rapid. His movement in around the box is electric. And he's just a classic goal poacher now that is always in the right place at the right time. However, there are a couple of weaknesses with this card. Even though he's got 105 overall, there is a couple of things that you need to be careful of with this card. Most notably, I do think that one of the main things people are going to overlook on this card is his physical contact. This is the build that we've gone for. It's fairly self-explanatory. This is the build 5-1-7. You can read it there, lads, and follow it along. 11-8-8. And we've also thrown Striker's Instinct on him. You can pause the video or rewind it back a couple of seconds if we're going too fast. We've also given him SS as his position proficiency, and we've given him a couple of skills. The other additional skills I'm going to give him are one-touch pass and, of course, soul control. But it's all about this physical contact for me. And I'm going to show you with a clip right here. Look at the difference between Romario here when he comes neck to neck or shoulder to shoulder with Costa Curta. We're going to rewind that back a little bit, and you might say, yeah, well, look, Michael Owen can do that, Saviola can do that. Yes, this is animation based, but I do feel that Romario is triggering his kind of auto block and his auto kind of like shouldering and holding off people off the ball very effectively, especially this. Now, the number one question I was getting on stream was, is he worth it if I already have my end game center forward that's beasting for me, right? So quick answer, I don't know if a card is ever worth it if you have an already beast version of the card. So for example, if they bring out a new right card or Hullet or Pirlo, I'm kind of set. Like, I'm only going to be getting these cards as a content creator or if we're testing them out. This is a direct comparison between Fox in the Box, Goal Poacher, Romario. Both different versions, both very similar cards, both very similar stats. But I mentioned the weaknesses a little bit earlier, right? This guy doesn't have Speeding Bullet. Now, you might say, what does Speeding Bullet actually do? It's an AI playing style. It just makes a small bit of a difference in how fast the player is and how rapid the player is without the ball, right? Especially when the AI are covering tracks. Eto'o is another one that I see a lot of top ranks still continuing to use. I would say that Gareth Bale has probably eclipsed Eto'o as the go-to centre forward for me, as my main guy. But Eto'o is still unbelievably good. I see people using Shevchenko, Suarez. It really does depend. My opinion on it and my advice would be, right, if you have an endgame striker and he's banging goals in from you, you don't need a striker that's going to score 2 goals a game if he's scoring 1. A goal a game per striker is extremely good. You should be able to score multiple goals from across the pitch, whether it's crosses, whether it's wing play, whether it's tiki-taka. Romario definitely is a really solid option up front. But if you have Michael Owen, if you have Saviola, if you have one of those boys that is beasting for you, I don't think you need to really go heavy for a goal poacher Romario, especially if you have another version of him, or if you have goal poacher that is doing the same job for you, right? So again, it's all about perspective, whether or not you want to go deep for Romario. Is he super fun? Yes. Romario is probably my favorite center forward that I've ever used in tandem with Collar. And you can see, and I showed you earlier, he's got an insane goals to games ratio or games to goals ratio, whatever you want to call it, plus with a couple of assists. This Romario seems to be more assassin-like. He doesn't seem to be bringing others into the play as much, but we've only played 7 or 8 games. That is the build. That is the video. Let me know if you spin for Romario. Is he endgame? Yes. Is he going to be worth going super deep for? That is up to you guys, but I definitely think he's in the top 5 centre forwards in the game right now.